All right, let's cut straight to it. Legal paperwork, right? Especially around property, hunting. It can feel pretty overwhelming.
Totally. Yeah.
But, okay, let's unpack this. What if we told you there's like one single document that simplifies the legal side of hunting property? Makes it clearer, more secure for everyone.
Yeah.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into exactly that. The importance, maybe the surprising power, of a hunting lease agreement.
Yeah. And for this, we're drawing on some really good stuff from the American Hunting Lease Association, the AHLA. They have a blog post that just lays it out, what these agreements are, why they're so important.
Okay.
So the mission for you listening is really to get why this document, why is it such a game changer for hunters and landowners? It cuts through confusion, and honestly, it offers benefits you might not even think about.
Right. So a hunting lease agreement, it's not just a handshake, is it? We're talking about something more formal.
Oh, definitely more formal. It's a foundational document signed by both people, the hunter, the landowner, and it spells out the key stuff. How long the lease runs, who exactly is involved, the property boundaries, that kind of thing.
Standard lease stuff.
Pretty standard, yeah. But here's where it gets interesting and really flexible. There's usually a miscellaneous section.
Ah, the catch-all section.
Exactly. And this isn't just boilerplate. This is where you can write in specific custom rules, as long as everyone agrees.
So give me an example. What kind of custom rules are we talking about?
Well, think about it from the landowner's side. This is a huge advantage. They can specify, say, what kind of vehicles are allowed. Maybe only ATVs, no big trucks tearing up the fields.
Okay, yeah.
Or permissible weapons, maybe archery only during certain periods. Even details like handling farm equipment, gate keys when deer stands need to come down. Anything they want, really.
So they can tailor it completely.
Completely. Put it in writing, make it crystal clear, no misunderstandings down the road.
That clarity sounds great. But, talking about avoiding problems. What about insurance? This feels like something often overlooked. Does this agreement play a role there?
A critical role, absolutely. This is something people really need to understand. If something happens on that leased land, an accident, whatever, and you need to use an AHLA insurance policy, that hunting lease agreement is required to file the claim, period.
Wait, required. So no agreement, no claim.
That's it. Without that signed lease agreement in place, you simply can't access the benefits of the policy for that incident.
Okay, wow, that's huge. So just to be super clear then, the agreement itself doesn't list policy numbers or how much you paid for the insurance.
Correct. That's all separate. That's in the policy documents between whoever holds the policy. Could be the hunter, it could be the landowner, and the AHLA.
Gotcha.
The lease agreement is the key that unlocks the ability to use the policy if needed. It confirms the formal relationship, the location, the permission.
Okay, that makes sense. We've talked a lot about the landowner side, security, control, insurance, but what about the hunter? Does this just feel like more red tape for them?
It might seem like it at first glance.
Because, we've all heard it or maybe done it. That verbal agreement, especially with friends or friends of friends.
Oh, yeah, the handshake deal.
Right. And you think, we're good, we trust each other. But then things get fuzzy, memories differ.
And suddenly it's a he said, she said mess.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But actually, this agreement is a powerful tool for the hunter, too. Think about approaching a landowner, especially one who's maybe a bit hesitant about leasing.
Okay.
Showing up with a proper agreement. It makes the hunter look, well, frankly, well put together. Professional.
Yeah.
Serious.
Right, like you thought it through.
Precisely. Having those terms written down in plain English, ready to go. It just makes landowners feel way more comfortable. It turns a casual, can I hunt here, into a solid, reliable proposal.
That's a really interesting angle. And you mentioned something surprising earlier. A hunter can get an AHLA policy even if the landowner isn't charging them for the lease, like a free lease.
That's right. And it might seem counterintuitive. Why bother with insurance and an agreement if no money's changing hands?
Yeah, why would a landowner be swayed by that if they're just doing you a favor?
Because often, the landowner's biggest concern isn't the money. It's liability. It's trust.
Oh, okay.
So bringing an AHLA policy, even for a free lease, and having that formal agreement, it shows you're serious about safety, about respecting their property, about mitigating risk for them.
It covers their bases, even if it's informal.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
transforms that favor into something much more secure, more protected. For a lot of landowners, especially maybe first-timers, that assurance, that can be the deciding factor. It's worth more than a lease fee sometimes.
So it really formalizes things, gives peace of mind, even without payment. That's powerful. Now, tell me about the AHLA's agreement specifically. Is it just some generic template anyone could whip up?
Oh, definitely not. This is key. The AHLA's lease agreement, it's been honed over what, 22 years now?
Wow.
Yeah, it's really become the industry standard for private hunting leases across the U.S. It's been vetted. Attorneys for hunters, attorneys for landowners, they've reviewed it, praised it.
So it's robust.
Very robust.
Yeah.
And the feedback is consistent. It's
Yeah.
super quick and easy to actually fill out and get it done. It's not some massive legal hurdle.
Good to know. Okay, so we know what it is and why it's important, but when should people be thinking about this? Is there best time to find a hunting lease and get this agreement sorted?
Absolutely, timing matters. The sweet spot,
Yeah.
generally January and February, right after the main hunting seasons wrap up.
Why then specifically?
Well, think about it. That's when existing leases might be expiring. Landowners might be rethinking their arrangements. Maybe they had issues with the last hunters. Maybe they're just looking for someone new.
So openings appear.
Exactly. Getting in early, like Jan or Feb, gives you the best shot at securing a good spot. But it's more than just getting access. Yeah, it gives you time. Time to actually plan.
Sure.
Time for habitat work before the season starts. Setting up stands, scouting properly, putting out trail cams. You're not scrambling in August.
Right, you can actually manage the property effectively.
You got it. It's about being prepared, not just getting permission at the last minute.
That makes a ton of sense. It really hammers home the core benefit, doesn't it? Moving away from those vague verbal deals.
Which are just asking for trouble.
Yeah, towards something clear, signed, documented.
Where both sides know exactly what's expected, what's allowed, what's not. It just cuts down massively on potential arguments later.
Yeah.
Makes the whole thing more secure, more enjoyable, really.
So wrapping this up then, it's crystal clear a hunting lease agreement isn't just, bureaucratic fluff. It's foundational.
Absolutely.
It's about security, clarity, building good relationships. We've seen the benefits enabling insurance, securing land, avoiding fights. It's tangible stuff for both hunters and landowners.
It really is. And, this deep dive, it shows how just a simple, clear agreement turns something potentially messy and informal into something secure, solid, beneficial for everyone.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes you think, doesn't it? It raises a bigger question maybe for you to ponder. Where else? Where else in your life, beyond hunting leases, could that kind of clear, written, mutual agreement bring that same level of comfort, that clarity, that protection, turning just casual understandings into really solid foundations?
That's definitely something to think about.